All right. Okay, everybody. Just chilling for a sec while we wait for some more people to turn up. I see Shadow. Shadow, yeah, mate. Thanks for dropping in. So I'm running a little bit behind because I had to go sit with my son because he's had to go do the daddy thing. So yeah, I've been sitting with him for the last half an hour or so. So I just managed to get away from my son's bedroom just to come down and get ready to host a space. So I'm running a little bit behind, so bear with me. Hope everyone's doing well and having a great week so far. Wednesday, midweek, guys, hump day. Getting through it. I see collectors. Hey, Josh, how are you, mate? Also, guys, if my audio is coming through all nice and screwy, please let me know so I can deal with it. But if I'm coming through some clear, let me know as well. Hey, Josh coming up to the stage. All right. To turn my music off, we'll get into it. All right. Okay, Josh, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I'm just closing my window here. I'm stuck.
That's all good, mate. Just want to double check. My audio is coming through nice and clear. So sometimes my audio gets a bit screwy when I start spaces.
Yes, sir. You're fine.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, how about we kick things off then? If I've got someone to speak to, let's get into it with a bit of intro music. All right. Okay, everybody. Osmond Collect 63 here, and we're back. We're back again with VeVe Wednesdays. This is episode 53. So we're just coming straight off the heels of our 1 year anniversary, which is last episode 52. So that's a bit of a milestone. So, but like I said, we're back with 53, and we're continuing the trend. So let's get a big clap for that. That's my volume. There we go. And yeah, I see we've got our collectors going digital up to the stage. Josh, how are you, mate?
Not too bad, man. Just chilling on my end. Just finished a couple games of Fortnite. Just ruining some kids, you know what I mean?
just another Wednesday night then.
No, this new gaming PC that I got is dangerous, dude. I took on more work and I'm just gaming more. So it's like not a good thing.
But that was actually going to be my next question is like, how is the new rig? Also, I see Shadow listening in the background. Hinano, I see you as well, mate. So feel free to come up and chat if you're able to. But also, I know if you'll be the wizard behind the curtain doing some crafting or some content creation. It's all good, mate. But yeah, Josh, how is the new gaming rig? Is it a beast?
It is. No, I don't have any complaints so far. I'm looking forward to the streaming this weekend because we should see like a world of a difference. So
nice. I'm looking
forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Now, before I forget as well, because like I said, I am playing catch up because I've just spent the last half an hour sitting with my son because he wanted me to sit with him because he's having trouble sleeping. So I had to go do the daddy thing. So I am running a little bit behind. But I did see you are dropping a new video soon.
Yes, sir. I actually just finished putting it together, the slides at least. But I categorized all of the art on VeVe Comics into like the specific art styles. So like for example, there's the wraparound covers, right? Then you have there's a lot of covers with like just the faces of the superheroes on them.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. So lots of those. There's some sideways cover art. And I categorized everything into, I think it was 14 categories. So there's actually a lot.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I was definitely getting spoiled for choice lately, aren't we? Like, different categories, different types of comics now. Now we've got the Aliens comics dropping on the platform. That's opened us up to 20th Century Fox, which is lovely to see.
Yeah. And speaking of that, because that was interesting because David said on the interview that Planet of the Apes was going to be coming first, but those comic covers are super cool. First off, but second off, just going back to the comic cover, like the styles. One of the points is artist specific styles, and Peach Momoko, dude, because I know you're a huge fan of her. I knew they dropped cover art from her. but I had no idea that there was that much cover art on VeVe Comics from her now.
Oh,
they're like, there has to at least be over 20 covers from her.
Oh mate, this is what I was saying when they first actually dropped the comics in the app. Like, you know, we've gone from just having like the two Peach Momoko covers, which was the Daredevil number 25, I believe, the ultra rare, and the 1 of 1, to like a gazillion covers now. We've got, like, you know, we've got like covers all over the shop. We've even got the Ultimate X-Men cover on like books now that actually, like, the whole thing is done by her as well. Like, you know, the interior cover, the cover, the interior cover, the writing, all things. Like, I'm sure if John was here right now, he would totally back me up on this, as Peach is absolutely dominating at the moment.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that much work, because I went through every single comic on the platform, and I would click like the upgrade, and I was like, is that Peach Momoko again? It's like, damn right, yeah, it is.
Another one, God. I mean, like, it's just especially like Peach Momoko and Scotty Young. I reckon the two artists are just completely tearing it up at the moment. Just doesn't matter what comic you open, you've always got at least one or the other there.
Yeah, Scotty Young has some awesome covers. There's a lot of new covers dropping him as well. But no, I think Peach Momoko has more.
Yeah, he does. But we've got D. D's up to the stage. D, how are you?
What's up, fellas?
So,
how are you?
Going on,
Alex, Josh.
So we're all here. So I also see Nino Blue. I see Poppy as well. Oh, Poppy. As soon as I saw they announced that Wolverine, I was just like, oh my God, someone wake up Poppy. He's going to lose his mind. But yeah, but it's good.
Yeah, I had the same thing too. I was like, oh, he's going to be so stoked.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So I did also see as well that we've apparently got the animation for the Wolverine drop. Like I was saying to Josh, I'm playing catch up at the moment because I've just been doing the daddy thing for the last half an hour. But what's been happening, guys? What did I miss? I literally just woke up, like, you know, a little while ago.
His mask does not come off.
The mask does not come off, so that's not an animation. So we got no interchangeable heads. Do we have the retractable claws though?
We do. I think actually I'm very happy with the animation. I don't know what D's thoughts are on this, but I'm happy. I feel like they made a good call here.
Awesome. Well, let me try this. Like, let's try again. It's like, let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. The claws retract.
And actually, and you know what? What's interesting about this too is I know in the last space we were talking about like what the drop style could be. There was a couple points about how it could be structured like the symbiote drop, which it kind of is because there's low edition size for the first appearance. But you were right, man. They're structuring it just like the Hulk drop. So first one of 5, I think they said.
That's right. Yeah, first one of 5. I believe this one's our rare, and yeah. So I mean, like I said, like the animation itself, I mean, I reckon it looks really cool. I mean, I'm definitely liking it. Like I said, the animation was another thing that was definitely a big factor. So it's just the claws retracting. We don't have anything else. No sound effects. No nothing.
To be honest, actually, I don't know about sound effects. I didn't like click on it or anything. I just watched the video.
Well,
no. I don't know if D knows.
Yeah, well, it says animated with sound, so we should have some kind of sound effects. So I was hoping,
there.
If the claws do retract, do we have the skint sound, like the iconic skint sound that goes with it?
Oh yeah. I'd assume that that's all part of it.
Oh, good. Yeah, Nano coming up to the stage. Lovely, lovely. I also see Biscuits listening there in the background as well. So hope you're doing well, Biscuits. Love to see all the artwork you're pulling out on the X spaces there. So I hope looking very, very cool. Also, as well, if you want to come up and talk at any point during the conversation or the stream, by all means, please do so. Hey, I see Rebel Duck as well. Rebel Duck, thanks for dropping in, mate. That goes for everybody. If anybody wants to come up and talk at any point during the show, by all means, please do so. That's what these spaces are all about. But Hinano, bro, how are we?
Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you doing, man? What's going on, Josh? Hey, I know you, wife. How are you?
It's like you again.
Hello.
Good to see you, Biscuits, Rebel, Shadow, Nino, Popey. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
It's all good. I was about to say, you again. Didn't I just do a live stream with you? Also, we should be shout out to you as well for that for the live stream or covering the comics drop. So it was very cool, very fun. So I did manage to catch some of it back on the replay, but I am going to catch more of it once I get around to making breakfast. But it looked like fun. I'm sorry I wasn't there to catch it because unfortunately for me, which is a real pain in the ass, is the drop times happen right on the school run. So I got no chance of getting anywhere near my phone because I'm in a car.
Boo.
I know. Actually, tell you what, I do actually have one of them. It's like, I do have a boo. Oh, I do. I missed it. Anyway, I'll queue up later. But yeah, how did we do on? What's that, sorry, D?
Just skip school for just that day.
I said I'll just take him in like ridiculously early and just wait outside the gate.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna make that a regular thing. I guess we should ask the community if they want us to live stream, because I mean, like, it's 8 o'clock for us when we do it, so it's not so bad. But man, I get so blasted from work that like right now, guys, I'm like tired. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, you guys all know, Josh. Even you. It takes a lot of work to do a live stream. So it's a lot of work. I'm trying not to show it, and it's fun. We had a lot of good time hanging out with the community. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do it all the time. We'll see what happens.
Oh, so stay tuned. It's like a guerrilla streams. They just happen.
Pretty much. I mean, we're kind of like, you want to stream? Okay, all right, let's go on.
So do it.
That's it. Oh, I wanted to tell you, by the way, I was on Omili's X Space this morning, and Emoji is starting a comic book space tomorrow. Okay. And he recorded an intro, and you're in it.
I know. I literally,
they shouted you out, man.
I know. I saw it. I literally, like I said, like I'm playing like a rapid catch up. I did notice that Emoji gave me a shout out. So thank you very much, Emoji. If you end up listening to this or jumping the stream or catching on the playback, I much appreciate it. And he shouted out a whole heap of content. I want to say content creators because like that's sort of like a bit of a loose term now, but content creators. And yeah, I mean, I just reckon that's awesome. I mean, like I said, we've had Emoji in this space a couple of times. Seems like a really cool guy. And I'm going to try and get into his spaces a bit more.
Yeah, man, congrats. It's good to see all you guys get your due. I think he was just shouting out everyone that does Twitter Spaces, because even Twitter Spaces, it's work to do this stuff too.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely, like, trying to get up ridiculously early, like I do, like to do these Twitter Spaces on a Wednesday or a Thursday morning. It is for me here in the UK, but that's why we do it. We do it for the love of the community, and just do it because it's fun. This is one of the highlights of my week. But let's talk VeVe. Let's talk comics. So we had the recent comic book drop. So how did we all do? Oh, actually, before we get into it, Dee's got a hand up. Yes, Dee.
Hello. Thanks.
Hi.
I don't think you mentioned it yet, but I wanted to shout out Josh. I have not, unfortunately, watched your latest episode, but I saw that Corey from the VeVe team reposted it. So that's freaking awesome.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I did not see that.
Thanks, Dee.
The cry was by accident. That's not what I meant.
Oh, you did a cry emoji?
By accident. Yeah, no, congratulations.
Oh, you meant the heart.
Yeah, I meant to do the heart, but the cry's next to the heart, which is not a good thing, Elon. But yeah, I noticed that you've been doing a lot of live streams, man. I love it. I'm kind of like a lurker in the background because after a while I'll get like motion sickness and I'll have to tap out. But yeah, once in a while I'll tune in your spaces when I'm like driving or something like that, just kind of like listen to you guys talk. But good stuff, man. I love it.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, I feel like that motion sickness is probably only going to get worse now that I'm on PC. But
and also I should probably add as well that because you've just had because you've done lives with who have you done? You've done with Sven. You've done Duck and Cover, and who's the other one? There was one more. It was
Crypto.
That's right.
And Evolved.
Yeah, Crypto. Yeah, Crypto Rob. That was the one, wasn't it? Crypto Rob.
Yeah, MetaRod, Crypto, and Evolved.
And Evolved. Awesome. And we might have a little something in the works as well coming up. It's like, I do apologize, I haven't got back to you yet, but yes, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because Mr. Osmond Collects and Collectors Gone Digital are going to do a little collaboration as well. Ooh, that's it.
Oh, you had that button ready.
Yeah, you had that one. You beat me right to it. I got.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
I do have one as well. Where is it? It is that one?
A shout out to you, Shadow.
I'm working on it. I try and wiggle in the cracks where I can.
Production value is awesome, man.
That's
Just keep doing it. That's all.
That's
Very,
it.
Keep going,
Keep
man.
doing it. Just do it. Do it now.
very entertaining.
That's it. That is one thing on my list of things to do for this year is try and make these spaces a bit more entertaining, a bit more listener interactive, which is gradually getting there. This nice slow organic growth, which is what we want. And everyone keeps coming back, so I must be doing something right.
Dude, you're on an intro now. You're definitely doing something right.
I know. I'm like, oh my god! It's like now I've got like standards I have to like live up to. I've got like a reputation. Oh man, Jesus, what pressure!
And while we're on this topic,
I know.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you were done there.
Go for it.
Keep going. Oh no, okay. I was just gonna say while we're on this topic, I also see Chris down there. We should give him a shout out because his blog was put out by GoCollect. So I saw that, and VeVe had retweeted it, and or not even retweeted it. I think they just posted it themselves. And yeah, shout out to you, man.
Yeah.
Blogs are always awesome.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Love the blogs.
Here we go.
Love the blogs. Also, shout out to you for the SR that you scored last night, my friend. It was worth staying up and turning into a pumpkin with the rest of us.
Oh, you scored the SR? Nice. Well done, sir. Hang on. Wait. I think I got one. Let me try this. Hey, something new.
I like that one.
Building up, babe.
Oh, and here's the man himself coming up to the stage to tell us all about it. How are you, Chris?
Hey guys, sorry,
Hey,
couldn't get
Chris.
my microphone off. D. I gotta thank Nano. He shouted at about what was it, 12:30 a.m. this morning. I was falling asleep, going to bed. He's like, "Go for it! There's only like 6 or 7 left."
It's like, yo, you have to do it. Do it now.
Like, what the hell? One more, right? And like I could barely tell what it was. I was so tired. I was like, "Oh my god!" And there's a secret rare. It's like, ooh, that was 2 for 2.
Nice.
Let's go,
Let's
man.
go.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I haven't. Yeah, just crazy. But those are the 2 I liked. So yeah, why not? That was a fun drop last night. It was fun how you did it. You had quite a few people listening, didn't you? At Anno and D.
It was like 200 plus, something like that.
Oh.
I don't know. I lost count, man. Like, I noticed there's a lot of our audience on X, and I appreciate everyone that tuned in. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun. We wanted to like create a stream where people could just hang out and get ready for the drop. I know Mahalo had his space as well. We made sure to shout him out as well in case, we bored everyone. They could go to another place. But I'm glad you guys hung out and stuck with us. And yeah, we had a good time. I scored an SR last night as well. So let's go.
Nice.
Congrats.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, what have I got here? I've got that one.
Hell yeah.
I'm still working on it. But it's getting there. No, very cool. No, it was great to see everyone scoring SRs. Like I saw a few rares, ultra rares across all the different boards. I myself went for all the Aliens comics. So very, very typical me. And what did I get? What did I get, ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell you, what did I get? Wait, watch this. What did I get? I got all commons.
Let's go.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, Alex, I wanted to ask you about that because
Yeah, mate.
somebody floored the first edition Alien.
Oh yeah,
with Paul. What was the
it,
actor that was
Paul Reiser.
Reza, right?
Paul Reiser? Yeah,
Yeah.
The one with him on the cover, and I thought $2. That's kind of like he's helping write that.
Well, that's
correct.
Yeah, and he's I believe he's writing it with his son.
Yeah. So what a great cover to have him on it. Like that seems like a little hidden gem to me for a couple of bucks. So
well, let me.
I'll read it. I'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what. How about we do what I like to call a little bit of a little bit of market watch. So let's call this one. Where's it gone? Oh no, I've lost it. I was gonna call. There it is. This is a little segment I like to call. Let's go shopping. This is one of my favorite sound effects. So right now I'm looking in the VeVe market and I'm looking at the Aliens What If comic #1. And yeah, the common is currently going for Oh, it's gone up a bit. It's going 3 gems and 29 frags. And you're right.
That's awesome.
You're
up 33%.
Woohoo! but no, I mean that comic has definitely got some very nice covers to it, especially those two Scotty Young and that Peach Momoko cover. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Which the Scotty Young cover is currently going for 14 gems and 99 frags. And our Peach Momoko, which is the ultra rare, is going for 34 gems and 99 frags. So not bad. Not bad. And Hinano's got his hands up. Hinano, what's up?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I figure I'll treat this like school. Can we talk about the story? Because I am so interested in this story. Now, I'm not an Alien fan, and I wasn't even going to go for any of the Alien books. It's just not my thing. Mm-hmm. But then I saw a post from Mr. Falcon.
Yes.
He was posting about it and talking about it. And then so I went and actually looked at it, and I didn't realize it said "What If" at the top. And then I read, and that's when I found out about Paul Reiser. He's writing it with his son. Mm-hmm. And I remember the character Burke. I actually liked him. You know, I like Paul Reiser as an actor. I remember him from like Beverly Hills Cop, and he's also in Stranger Things now.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, he's a really good actor. And so I find it fascinating to find out what happened to Burke if he stayed alive, right? Mm-hmm. And now we get to find that out. And so I've been wanting to buy the book, but I want to make sure the story is good. So I've been trying to ask around if anyone's read it, and no one's really read it yet. So I'm going to put my request, Mr. Osmond Collect 63.
I was waiting for it.
You can read that one because I really like that Scotty Young cover out of all the covers, even though I'm not a big Scotty Young fan. But I don't mind biting the bullet to read the book myself, but I want to make sure that the story's good before I buy the book, because Aliens is not really a series I collect. So if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, I mean, that's definitely gone on my to read list. I mean, right now, this coming week, I've got a Power Pack #1, which was requested by Double Quill, so we're going to cover that one this week. I do also have a collaboration with Josh coming up as well. We could potentially be covering another comic. Stay tuned. But yes, Aliens What If #1 is definitely on my to read list, especially if we start getting Predator comics. So, you know, you're going to see a lot of that out of me very shortly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just waiting for it, considering we've got a series going through at the moment called The Last Hunt, which is currently dropping. I think they've had a couple of issues already dropped in the last couple of weeks. So I'm hoping for a back issue, like they've done with the Aliens comics. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping we get some juicy stuff happening. Awesome. And also as well, sorry, Chris, before I forget as well, I just want to give you a bit of a shout out as well. I just noticed you've posted that little post about the Deadpool Mighties. So you go set.
You have a good eye, Alex.
That's it. I am all over the place. I'm trying to keep track of everything. I try and give everyone their shout outs where I can. So bigger.
Yeah. You know, I read CBR.com, and then I also watch a couple of fellows on YouTube. One of them is called Emergency Awesome, and it's these shows that really get into what's happening behind the scenes in the films. And so, you know, back in the older comic speculation days, it was all talk and newspaper articles about what you might see in a movie. And of course, now what Marvel does, right? They release little snippets of the filming behind the scenes. And so it's pretty clear. Lady Deadpool's in there. Deadpool's in there. Wolverine's in there. We all know that. And then all of a sudden now there's Dogpool. You can see Ryan Reynolds holding this dog in a Deadpool outfit, and then there's a zombie thing in the background, which is zombie.
Zombie pool?
I said, yeah, it's a zombie Deadpool. So I looked it up, and it was like the floor was $5, and then the two pieces I was missing, I mean, $30-something. I said, well, I might as well finish this set. Like I started it a year ago and then kind of forgot about it. And it goes back to a My Collectibles video I watched once where he's like, you know, it's kind of like you're being led down this marketing path from Marvel. So they're dropping hints like crazy. So these characters that we're seeing, you know, coming out that you don't put two and two together. Like almost 2 years ago, these things dropped, and then you forget about them and you ignore them, and then suddenly, you know, the retail was 13, and now I just picked up half the set under retail. So when you dollar cost average the whole set, it's some pretty cheap MCP, but it's 17 points a day. Right? So again, I know there's some people with a heck of a lot of points in here that amass a lot of things to do it. And here's some very simple ways to at least get on that board. And I thought, well, there's that part of it. And then these characters are going to be out in the show, and these are all first appearances. So I thought, well, why not? Right. The first appearance, Deadpool's the sweater one.
That's right. Yeah.
But all the other characters in this set, they're all FAs. I thought, wow, this is kind of neat and cheap. So for anyone looking for that, there's another, not financial advice, but MCP point advice.
That's it. Yeah. Well, while we're on the subject of financial advice, I might as well throw this one out there because it's fun. And let me see. There we go. Oh, I have my sound turned down.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we just want to remind you that everything said on this channel is not classed as financial advice. We have never been financial advisors, not once, not twice, not any times in our lives. I know I definitely haven't been. I don't know about everyone else. The only thing I do heavily advise is that you enjoy what you collect, enjoy your collectibles, enjoy your comics, because we have got loads of comics in the app now for you to enjoy. And if when it comes to your own money, please be responsible, do your own due diligence, your own research, etc., 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 and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. And at any time, if you want to come up and say hello, please do so. The space is always open, and I always welcome everybody up to the stage if you want to contribute. But if you want to just chill in the background and listen too, that's totally cool. I just appreciate you spending a little bit of time out of your day to come and listen into the space. But Josh, Collectors Gone Digital, has got something he'd like to say. Do you have some advice?
No. Since we're on the topic of MCP points, I was just curious for everybody who's kind of up speaking, if you guys don't mind me asking, what have you guys done with your bronze tickets? Have you guys kept them? Have you guys exchanged them for MCP points?
No, I don't have any to do anything with.
You didn't get any at all?
No, I've got some, but I haven't done anything with them.
Yeah. How many points do you get for them?
Okay, so that's kind of why I'm asking, because what happened on my end was I accidentally redeemed all my tickets. And I had 196 tickets, and when I redeemed them, I got 1,500 points.
Okay.
So I was curious whether you guys think that that's like a lot or low. Like for 196 and the cap is 350, 1,500 points to me seems quite low. So I didn't know if that was like a bug or if anybody else kind of experienced the same thing.
I haven't. I mean, my understanding of them is that there's sort of like if you're close to moving up a level, and it could maybe help you escalate towards getting a drop or something like that, that's where you might apply them. But because I'm around the same number, Josh, so if it wouldn't hurt or help. I mean, for some people though, right, 1,500 points, that could be almost a month's worth of accumulation. Right. So I guess it's really what are you going for and what are you doing? But I haven't really applied a lot of my MCP points to begin with. Like there's only been a few drops where I've ever considered using them. Like I have a suspicion this might be foreshadowing, but I'm probably going to use some for Wolverine.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, I don't know about the tickets. So
yeah, but I'm the same. I haven't done anything with my tickets either. But I just want to give a quick shout out to my collectibles as well. I've just noticed he's just posted something on X about the animation for the Wolverine drop, and it's actually looking pretty nice.
oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I played the audio because you were asking earlier if it does the shing shing, and it does. It sounds really
I know.
good.
I'm just literally looking at it now. I'm just like going, oh my god, this thing is gonna. Well, this thing shouldn't have it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it shouldn't have any problem selling out in the market. But yeah, be interested to see how it performs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to welcome Swampy up. How are you doing? And if you have some time to clarify on the bronze tickets for us. But how are you doing first?
Yeah, thanks for coming up, Swampy.
What's up, Swampy?
What's up? Thank you. All I did was turn in one of my bronze tickets just because I had to. Anytime I get something like that, I just like to, try it, just to see if it works.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just exchange it for MCP. Each bronze ticket can be exchanged for 15 MCP currently. And I've just done it once, but so they just kind of sit there in your bronze ticket banks. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot more coming to MCP and bronze tickets and all that stuff, as we venture through this wonderful early access adventure that we're on, and so I'll be holding my bronze tickets. I do dabble in the MCP. I'm not trying to be a master collector. To me, that's never been a goal. I think a lot of people that gather MCP, that's not really the goal. I think a lot of people were upset to find out that they weren't master collector or, things like that recently. Even me, I wasn't really upset. I was kind of surprised that I ever had that rank, even if it was for a day, up against, so many huge collectors out there that I just,
Yeah.
Am I rambling on?
No.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. No, I was about to say, like, against like the likes of your Dr. Profits, your Michael Campers, those like guys up there, with like ridiculous amounts of collectibles, we've got like no hope. But like you said, that's one of the reasons why. I mean, like that's not the be all and end all of collecting. It's just basically collecting what you love, connecting with other collectors in the spaces, which is what these spaces are all about. It's about the experience. Experience is what it's really all about.
Exactly. I mean, it's totally the experience. And so I'll keep my MCP going just fine. I'm not really worried about, which rank I'm hitting in. It'd be cool if I stayed in the diamond. Looks like I'm slowly moving out of that, out of that building, but that's all right. It's okay. I'm still leveling up. And I'm still stacking MCP, and I'm finally, I haven't really ever used it yet. I've been waiting for Wolverine, which we're here.
Yep.
So, that's why I came in here. I was hoping somebody would be talking about like how much they want to throw down, because I'm hearing I'm from some people in the Discord, I'm hearing some like big numbers.
I know,
and I'm just
same.
like, oh, shoot, you know what I mean? Like, wow. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to get it. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like some people, like, in the X spaces and chats and what, they're really willing to like sacrifice their firstborn child to get this thing.
Wow.
This drop has a very similar feel to AF-15, because I remember everybody talking before that drop that they're saving thousands of dollars just to stack the comp.
Yeah,
and it feels points for this one.
Yeah, but then begs the question is like, because like obviously this thing is like sort of shaping up to be like a Hulk sort of drop. Is that what could possibly be coming next? So like I said, this is our rare. Apparently this is our rare. So what are we going to get next? Are we going to get our common? Are we going to get our ultra rare? Are we going to get nothing? We'll have to see. And then comes the next question: is what versions of Wolverine are we going to get?
Yeah, I think.
Well, and then when we're done using all of our MCP, what's after Wolverine?
That's
That's what I'm really worried about.
Comic.
What I mean?
All
like,
the rest of the set.
Yeah. The comic will be what trumps. Is the only thing that's going to trump it, I think.
Well, it'll trump the Hulk itself, because I mean, I'm more partial to the comics for sure, because they're the original FA, but this will be the FA collectible. And I think they'll do what they did with Hulk, right? They'll have this plus what 4 more variants,
Yep.
and maybe a secret rare drop or something like that. Maybe that'll be the brown suit, but don't know. But yeah, when the comic shows up, it's gonna be berserk for me. That's my favorite comic too, next to Daredevil. So, but the other side, I think it'll be the rest of the team will show up, right? Because they've had Storm in now for a couple of years. And,
That's true.
And then so you'll see, and they've got Storm, Professor X, Magneto. This will be the Hulk, and I'm saying non-Mighties, like the actual kind of statue or animated collectibles. So Colossus and Gambit and Rogue, and like you'll just start. I think you'll see it kind of like Iron Man, right? Like we had the golden moment.
Yep.
And then you've got the animated one, which was fantastic. Then you've got the Mighty, and there's just, it's so hard to tell down the road 5-10 years, like what's going to be the use case for all of these, right? Like the animated things to me, I remember Sanjay, Mr. MC1 said this once. He's like, the utility and the ability to do things with the animated versions is just going to be so exciting to see what happens with those, right? I don't know, because I'm not a designer. Like maybe Josh, this might be better for you. But, how hard is it to turn things like Mighties into gamifiable assets? There's probably some work involved, right? But the animated seems like it's further down that path, if that makes sense.
To animate the character, you need to rig it, yeah. But like, here's what we've already seen work done for VeVe by what were they called? Game Art Brain or Game Brain Art. And when they posted the work for the Troll Hunters drop, they showed the rigged avatars, like the behind the scenes process. So some of these characters I think are already like fully rigged and like ready to be gamifiable in that sense. I'm not saying they already are. But yeah, it's definitely doable.
Cool.
So
cool.
just while I got a chance, I just want to welcome Shadow up to the stage. Shadow, so we haven't heard much from you for a while, mate. How have you been?
Hello. Hey, I've been good. I've been around, just not joining spaces. I just came back. I was just attending NFT NYC, not the official event, but like the events around and meeting some friends and hanging out at some more events. But props to you, Osman, and everyone in here, because spaces, I feel like it could be very like mentally draining, but that's me, So props to you guys.
No, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, especially for myself, it's been a very mad couple of weeks. Like, on top of work, parent life, and everything else. But still keep coming back here, keep doing the spaces. And like I said, so like I always say, as long as everyone keeps coming back and listening, I'll try and keep hosting for as long as I possibly can. But it's good to see you, man. And like I've said before, even if you pop in for 1 minute or 1 hour, I say it's all good. I just appreciate you taking some time out.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys.
Say yes, D.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Shadow, even though you've been kind of in the background, it's nice to see you posting like, one sentence things here and there, kind of like just, letting us know you're still around. Just like, so yeah, awesome.
Thank you, D. Yeah, I try to post. I wasn't as active as back then I wasn't as active. Now I try to at least like post once a day or like a few times per week, just so people know that I'm still around.
No, very cool, mate. Well, that's it. So long as you're doing well and you're all right, mate. So it's all good. But how have you been going for any of the comic book drops or anything lately?
I have not. I've been saving my money right now, but I did see that Wolverine is. Did he drop?
He's going to drop. He's coming. I believe he is dropping. I do have it here on Sunday, so the 14th. Yep. So this
Okay,
time,
okay. Do we know
yeah,
the
mate.
price?
Well, tell you what. Let me go over the article right now for anyone who's not familiar with it. So right now we have Wolverine, which is our first appearance. He will be dropping on the 14th of April, so this coming Sunday. The price point is 50 gems, and the edition sizes is 3,181, and he's going to be the first of 5, I believe.
That is not bad.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, this is the first of 5 Wolverine collectibles to be released on VeVe in celebration of his 50th anniversary. So obviously that's where the 5 comes from. But yeah, he's going to be animated and he's going to have sound. And so far we've found out from the for the animation and the sound that the head is interchangeable, like with the spider with the ghost spider, and the claws are go in and retract as well. And there's also a skint sound to go with it. So very cool.
Are you guys going for that one?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? It's like, do you go for it on the drop or do you go for it in the aftermarket?
I'll be going drop just because I want to have the debate is still out between both halves of my brain what these Genesis mints are going to mean down the road. So FA plus original owner on an asset like this, I got to do it. I don't want to take that gamble.
It's just shut up and take my money.
Yeah, and plus the edition size too for the significance of this first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
The double whammy.
Yeah. And then tertiary, right? I mean, collect what you love, and he's my favorite, right? He's my favorite mutant.
Yep, same.
Daredevil's my favorite street level, right? And so how do I not?
I know it's just like just close your eyes and just hold out the credit card and just say, do it, just take it.
I have his poster on my wall, so now I have to have this too to go with it.
I know that's a problem, isn't it? Like you get one and you're just like, oh, this will look cool with that, and this will look cool with that, and next thing you know, you got like 20 of one thing. You're just like, it's like we said, like I think in a previous space somewhere, it's like when you go like for a night out and then you just wake up like your bank balance is drained and like you just wake up going, I blacked out, what happened? And that's all of a sudden you've got like 20 versions of Wolverine or something.
Yes. It's also the dangerous part about collecting edition numbers because they pop up every once in a while at prices you can't believe, and it's like, oops, I need to add a couple of gems and pick that up.
I know. Or it's just like, I'll just pick this up. It's only like 2 gems here, 3 gems there. You've got this massive stack of stuff, and then you look at your credit card bill and just go, ooh, oops.
It's like, ooh, yeah.
It's like you're just like, yep, don't tell the wife.
No. Yeah, my door's shut right now in my office. You can't.
You're at the bank showing the teller at your AR/VR, VeVe collectibles. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm the 50-year-old geek. I'm at the pool when we were on vacation, and I'm putting Iron Man up, and people are looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "This," and they're like, "Oh my God, that's cool!" It's like, oh, this old dog is learning some new tricks. Right? So,
no, it's good. That was great to see. I mean, funny enough, I was actually in my comic book shop yesterday because I had the day off because I had to look after my son, and I tried my hand at trying to do what Josh is trying to do, going around talking to the local LCSs about digital collecting and all this sort of stuff. The bloke I was talking to had no idea what I was talking about, and he wasn't on board with it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you still find that. I mean, it's such a big thing. If anyone hasn't seen that Todd McFarlane, where he's at the event there, and he just says it so eloquently, right? It's like, look, there's physical assets. We've been collecting them for tens of thousands of years. This is not a new thing. People used to collect bones and whatever it was in the caves.
Yeah.
Right? So, that's never changed it, but what's changed are the things that people collect or the ways that they collect, and all that digital is a new way for some people to collect that maybe can't. He used a great couple of analogies, like he was in Japan and he visited their house was 400 square feet. It's like you can't put a Todd McFarlane bat statue in the house, because that means you have to get rid of, say, the fridge.
Exactly.
And so, but now you can have thousands of assets of your favorite characters all in your phone and enjoy them in ways that you've never been able to before. How do you say that's not right, or it's wrong, or how can you argue it? And I just thought this was so great. And then he had all these examples, which, of course, you immediately think of VeVe, right? He's like, can't remember what it was. It's like, not everybody likes Brussels sprouts. And so when you're getting your vegetables, you just walk past the Brussels sprouts. You don't even give it a second thought.
That's
I don't
it.
like them. They're not for me. I'm not going to buy any. But it doesn't mean I would race home and go to the brusselssprouts.org website and file a complaint because they were selling Brussels sprouts in my grocery store.
That's it. It's like the old, like, you know, like thing like that where you're trying to, like, you know, train your kids to eat their food, like, you know, their food is touching.
Yeah, it's like, if you don't like it, don't eat it, don't participate, don't buy it. But yeah, why do you got to come and complain about
That's
it?
it. I like that.
You know, at the end of the day, the FUD, I don't get it. Like, why would you complain about anything? Right? So, but it was very funny. So if you haven't seen it, I did. I put it out earlier today, but it was just really well done how he explains it. Right, he uses analogies, very simplistic terms, and there is no technical speak in it. Right, and I think that's what I do with the Go Collect blogs, right? I really try and bridge the gap between how technically complex this is, but how simple and fun it is if you don't worry about all that. And I think Todd just was magical with how he did it. The execution of his speech was flawless. And so if you haven't seen it, go look for it. It was really well done.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out, or maybe even Dee might be able to post it in the in the comments. So I'm just going over all the stuff Dee's been posting, like, you know, while we've been talking. And yeah, there's been loads going on that I didn't know about. Also, big shout out to Evolved as well. Like, you know, I see like you made some banners for the VeVe fam, so very, very cool. Also see you listening in the background there, bro. So hopefully all good with you, and the little ones not giving you too much stick. And also stay tuned as well, because myself and Evolved are gearing up to do a collaboration as well, which I'm sorry I haven't really got back to you, Evolved. Like, and I'm trying to catch up on all my messages, but I will get in contact with you very, very soon, and we'll do our collab. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but Josh got your hand up.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Going back to the your point about how you were asking your LCS that question. I mean, you know, I'm putting that video together. How did you kind of ask him the question? More specifically, what did he say?
Well, it's more like, you know, because I went in there to buy a medium box for my comics, because I've got like too many now. I mean, yeah, it just sort of came up the just in the conversation. I just said to him, so just out of curiosity, like, you know, what do you have what do you feel about digital comics and collectibles? Is like, you know, sometimes we get people come in here and from time to time to talk about them, but, you know, I myself, I'm not really into them. I said, okay, well, have you ever heard of VeVe? Like, you know, seeing what they're doing, because they've got their partnership with Marvel. I mean, like this is on Wednesday as well. So all the comic books we just got on VeVe, like, are sitting there on his shelf. I go, see that Aliens one over there? Because I literally just bought that this morning. And he's like, oh, okay. And I just sort of showed him it, and I said, it's all here. And he goes, oh, okay, cool. It's like that's sort of like, you know, yeah, that's cool, but I don't really care kind of vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, he wasn't overly open to it. But says, oh no, this is the but then it sort of goes back to like what Chris says about like having, like, you know, the feel of the digital in your hand, the smell, like, you know, being able to display all that sort of stuff. I said, yeah, but on saying that, like, you know, I've got like about close to a couple hundred comics on my app now, like, you know, so when it comes to this long box here, for example, I don't have to worry about moving that around. When this thing gets filled up as like heavy as, what do you feel about that? And he goes, yeah, that's a good point. That's pretty cool as well. Again, that whole, like, you know, yeah, like, I don't really care what you're talking about, but I agree with it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, going back to like what Chris was saying with the whole not understanding why people are complaining, like, I feel like, and the reason why I was asking that question is because I've spoken to, I think, of the 8 comic shops in my area that I can go to, aside from the ones across the border, which I'm not going to be doing those. I've only gone to 2 so far, and both of the 2 that I've gotten to aren't online at all. They're like, you can search them, find them on Google, but they don't have a website or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But they had similar demeanors to what you were just describing, where it was kind of like it's a mix of a lack of knowledge, but at the same time lack of interest, right? Where I say lack of knowledge, not because they don't know about the digital side, it's because they're not willing to kind of learn it enough. You know what I'm saying? And I came across, because on one of the lives that I did last week, I did like a little quick analysis of these 8 shops just online quickly before I walked into some of the stores. And of the 8, I think there was 2 websites, and one of the websites out of the 8 had like the e-commerce option. So even if I found a website for these guys, what they're doing is they're posting photos of their shop online, right? Mm-hmm. But there's no way to purchase their inventory.
They're not really like utilizing it.
It's all old. Yeah, it's all old school stuff. They're traditional. They're trying to adapt in some regard, but not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? So and what I mean for that, by that, I'll give it like a specific example. Some have the, call now button, right?
Yep.
So if you're in another country, another city, and you're interested in something that's in the shop, yeah, you can call in and probably get it from them, right? And they'll ship it to you. But again, it's old school. A lot of people don't want to do that. So the one shop that I came across that has that e-commerce feature, they're killing it, right? And going back to that initial point where Chris was talking about why are they complaining, it's not those people that are complaining. It's the only ones that are complaining and coming forward and saying that negative stuff are the ones who aren't adapting properly. And the ones who have adapted properly and are out there already just crushing it, they're on the front line doing exactly that, crushing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's easy to criticize, complain when you either A, don't understand, or B, feel like you're falling behind. And the easiest way to, try and regain some share is to FUD the space. I mean, the clearest example, I mean, I've been watching so much of this, maybe bad example, but what's going on with the Bitcoin ecosystem. Like, as soon as the price gets up to a point where the major entities that are trying to accumulate it can't, well, then they go and they run some media on it, tell everybody how bad it is, and oh my God, we just found this new flaw. And what happens, right? Everybody sells it.
The crash,
and then they go in and they buy
it.
Yep. So, I mean, we're kind of at that cusp, right? I mean, I've said this story over and over and over, right? The Barnes and Nobles of the day suing Amazon for selling books on the internet for being immoral. And bookstores were scared, terrified. And here we are, 20 years later, there's more bookstores than ever. There's more ways to read books. I just read Darth Vader #1 last night on my phone before I went to bed on the VeVe app reader. Right? So, never would have thought you could do that. That wasn't even in the realm of potential, right? But I'm still going into the comic shops. I'm still matching the pieces that I really like. And I think for some comic stores too, like Denny Mazer would probably be better at answering this, but he's been going to the same store for so long. Like, he knows the owner, they have a relationship. And when Spider-Man 1 and the Miguel cover with Wolverine, referencing back to the Todd McFarlane series, right? When those books were announced they were coming, he phoned the guy and he said, "Can you put a couple aside for me?" I mean, that's value. And so there's still ways these stores are going to excel from this. But yeah, you have to be aggressive. If I was a local comic store owner and I was realizing that Marvel, just not VeVe, right?
Yeah.
Not VeVe. Marvel announced they're doing same day drops. What bigger kick in the pants could you possibly need? Right? So reinvent. How do I now take advantage of this? If VeVe is putting out an alert of the comics that are dropping, and maybe they're getting the same alert that Marvel's giving them, I need to be sending that alert to my customers. I need to be telling them, hey, if you can't get into my store to get this until I can get it for you, go grab one on VeVe.
Yep.
I'd be supportive of it. The companies that win the most sometimes can't even offer. They just tell people where to get it. What was the old Miracle on 34th Street where Santa Claus was working at Macy's, and when they didn't have toys in the Macy's toy store, he told their customers to go to Gimbel's to buy it, their direct competitor. And here, Macy's, their first reaction was to fire him. They didn't know he was the real Santa, by the way. And for those of you that don't believe, that's fine. But they were going to fire him. And what was the result? The story is so beautiful, right? These customers went and bought their kids the toys at Gimbel's and came back and bought more from Macy's because they were so impressed that they would have the wherewithal to send customers where they could actually get what they wanted. That's what's happening here. It's the exact same story from the 1940s. It's just been reinvented a new way. And it's like, listen, jump on board, be excited. This is such a great time to offer more. And like I say, find ways to engage your customers and help them benefit from this. Learn it. If you don't understand it, it's not going away now. I think Marvel's kind of put their stamp, their seal to say, we're all in on digital. We're rolling with this. Are you coming along for the ride? If not, great. Continue to collect the way you want, but this isn't going away. So to fight it like you can stop it is like standing up to a steamroller.
That's it.
Right? It's just going to be very, very difficult.
So. It's like Thanos says, like, no, I am inevitable. It's just going to happen. But Hinano, Swampy, so you guys been listening quietly in the background, and sorry, Joshua, I'll get to your question in a sec, but I was just wondering, you guys got an opinion on it? Also, considering, you had your hand up not long ago.
Oh yeah, no worries. Chris is more the important voice up here. I'm kind of like background noise. I wanted to go back to what Collector Gone Digital was saying about the LCS owners that he approached, and he noticed that certain shops that he approached did not have any footprint on the internet. And I can relate similar to the LCSs over here. There are certain ones here that they disdain NFTs, they disdain digital collectibles. They know about VeVe. They don't like VeVe, but you're 100%, Josh. They're in denial about what's happening. And so what's crazy about this one guy who hates everything digital, won't even do an online store, he could barely make his rent every month. I go in there at least once a month, and I say, are you going to be here next month? I hope so. I'm like, I don't want to hear I hope so. It's a bad way to run a business, But and he has a disdain for all this stuff. He always says, oh, how's those scamming things that you're doing? I'm like, man, I run a podcast with my wife, and we give away comics to our audience, and I buy them from you. So chill out, man.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to help
you should say to him, well,
man.
in that case, it's doing pretty well.
What's going on? So, but I can relate, and I love the guy. I mean, the guy, he's full of himself because it's just he's met all these people and he knows all these artists and just he knows his comic books, right? So he's one of those guys. He's crabby, but I understand why he's crabby because it takes passion to run that business, to go there every day. I mean, his wife works 2 jobs so they can support the business. So it's not really a way to run their business, but that's what he's doing. And now on the other side of the island, there is a younger guy that embraces all this stuff. He's online. I mean, at one point I was going to tell the VeVe fam because they couldn't find X-Men 97. Hey, my LCS is still selling it. And the guy is not really good on pricing. He's selling it super cheap than half the other places online because he doesn't know any better because he's not really a collector. He's a businessman.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So there's one side where they're adopting this. They see it. They're like one of those guys where they're on Whatnot, but they decided to open a shop, right? And he's adjusting to the digital age because he sees it. And we talk about it all the time when I walk in there. We talk about Blockbuster getting phased out and Amazon books, kind of like what Chris was saying. Remember Borders Books? Remember brick and mortar stores? They're gone. So we talk about this stuff. Now, the other guy, he just cannot believe this is going to happen. He thinks that what we're doing is going to blow up in our face and we're going to not be happy with what we're doing. He also thinks Bitcoin is a scam. So you can kind of see the difference between the two ideologies on, the people in this space, specifically the IRL owners.
Yeah, and unfortunately, one will survive and one won't. But so can I ask you this? The guy who has that demeanor, is he an older gentleman? Has he been in business for a while?
100%. He is an older gentleman. He's about in his 60s. You know, he's got a couple kids already. But like his shop is the better shop here because he has all the vintage stuff and all the vintage collectibles. And if not, you can go to his warehouse, which is probably his house, and you know, with like a makeshift Home Depot thing. But like he's got all the good stuff. The guy on the other side of the island, he's got all the modern age comics. So and he knows about VeVe, and he likes that. I'm the one who told him to go get HRO cards, and now he's going to order that stuff for his store.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah.
So the reason why I was asking if he was like an older gentleman, if he's been in business for a while, and when you said vintage, doesn't surprise me because for those types of people, always consider that their business was a lot more successful back in the day than it was today, right? So that's another thing, which is why they kind of have like what I said, that demeanor towards the whole like crypto and NFT and stuff like that. I had there was an entrepreneur that I met in the car space who told me one time, I'll never forget this. In an industry that refuses to change, inexperience is your greatest asset. Inexperience, not experience. And the reason why is because for people like that, back in the day, they're used to like the traditional methods and things like that. Now we fast forward to today with all this digital stuff. If they don't adapt properly, then they always have that potential to fall back on the negative habits, right? Whereas if somebody who has no experience in the space, right, but motivated to succeed, willing to adapt and learn, educate themselves, but doesn't have that knowledge of the bad habits, can't revert back to them, knows only the good ones, then that person's going to win 10 times out of 10 times. So the guy on the other side of the island who's adopting this stuff, sure, he has more modern stuff, but he's going to win 10 times out of 10 times than this guy who he might have better stuff in his shop, but if he can't promote that stuff online and get it out there and people are aware of the stuff in his shop, then you can't rely on foot traffic, and that's the problem.
100%. And I don't see him lasting very long. And it's sad that it's going to go that way, because all they really have to do is take the time to understand what's going on in their industry and then adapt to that and maybe work side by side with it. But I don't see it ever happening because he's just set in his ways. And sometimes when someone is set in their ways, that's it. And so you're right. You're right. He will phase out. He will probably go the way of the dinosaur. And it's a sad thing, while the other guy, who's just a businessman, does know nothing about comic books other than, he can go read Key Collector 98 and he knows what to sell on the shelves, just like half the people on Whatnot. Not everybody, but, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, Swampy, you got something you want to throw into the conversation, mate? Go for it.
Yeah, there's a lot I wanted to throw in.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
It's a good, some really good points and great topics. That's why I come back. I would say that some of these shops are set in their old ways, but so are their customers. I think some of these shops know their customers, their core customers that kept them around all these years, just kind of like he was saying, back in the day, right? Those core customers is how they're still around in these new ages.
Yep.
But not too long ago, when they had the Disney kind of Mickey covers for the Spider-Man, I actually went to find a shop near my nephews to take them every time there was a release so they could get one and stuff. Well, the shop I like this shop I picked. I went to the shop and I ended up buying like maybe 5 of that cover, the first one. When I went back the second time to go get even more of the second one, the guy's like, "Oh, I canceled it. I don't order these anymore." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, "Dude, you are literally the only person that cares and ever care. Like, everybody else is complaining about it and nobody's buying it." Like, I'm like, I literally bought 5, and I showed him all these pictures of people that are like just ordering boxes full, of these comics. And I'm just like, have you been to Disney World? Like, do you know what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? But that did kind of make me feel like he was really kind of set in his ways. He kind of wanted to keep it small. He wasn't trying to really branch out. It's just, you know what I mean? Like some guys are just fine with the way it is,
Yeah, they get
Oh, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say they get comfortable, and being comfortable is can sometimes be like a death sentence.
Yeah. I mean, exactly, comfortableness and just being like, I'll just order some books. I know what my core group people is going to order. That's enough to sustain me, and I'll just, keep that going or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing about FUD, I would say, a couple years ago when I first come into these Twitter spaces, it wasn't very welcoming place, I think, for myself and probably a lot of people. I would say, like people like yourselves and a lot of people on the stage. I've seen all of you guys really grow out here and really just really take control of these, just the message that's out there, and it's just a very positive one. And I will say earlier that I was in a space called "Is Web3 Gaming All About Money?" And it was very interesting to kind of go in there, because to me it's not really about money. I'm sure there is some form of value placed on that, but the problem that they were facing towards the end of the discussion was like, how do you build a community around this stuff? And I really feel like when you're in these spaces and you come from a community like VeVe, that's kind of already going on, and you kind of see that all of these, I like to think of a kind of metaphor that I drew up a while ago where VeVe is a social bubble, right? VeVe has a bubble that surrounds it. Okay.
Yep.
And then there's a much bigger bubble that's around that. And those are all of those early investors that first came in initially that really just, might not be interested in the products that are out today and what it's doing today, but they early invested before, kind of stuff. And I think as we move forward, that there's kind of a new bubble that's surrounding VeVe, the heart of VeVe, and that's like us collectors and hope maybe gamers in the future. That would be great. But you know what I mean? Us collectors around these brands and artists and stuff like that is really what's bringing us closer to that center, and that line, that wall around our community are the heart of the VeVe-centric community that surrounds it. There's a wall there, and people that were initial investors, I feel like, are going to kind of, at some point, some people might back away as that wall expands, right? And some of those people are going to go into the bubble, and the bubble will expand, and some people will try to stay outside of it. And, and that's where I kind of put the fudders, and the flippers and things like that, out there. And some of them have turned into collectors. Some people come in here for a flip. Next thing you know it, they're collecting Marvel comics, and they're learning about, all these new favorite characters and stuff. And that's happening all the time. VeVe's creating physical collectors just from our community, just for people being exposed to it. So I just feel like that's what it is. There's like kind of like a resistance there. And I really just also wanted to highlight that how great you guys are doing. Because I know a while back we had, people getting paid for fudding and all the conspiracies around all that stuff and everything. But you guys are just, doing a great job and educating the community about these comics, and myself too. I learn stuff when I come in here. But to me, when I hear people complain, I hear passionate people, because I feel like if the person didn't care, then they wouldn't even say anything. They would just leave, and they would not even interact, and this would not even be a part of their life. So I feel like, on a note, it's really good to hear positive feedback, because we don't want the negative feedback to be the only voice that's being heard. So it's really great hearing, especially what you guys like about VeVe and the collectibles and these brands and what they're releasing. I feel like that's important too. Anyway, sorry, I've been rambling a lot.
No, mate, that's great.
You guys covered a lot of great topics. So I was like, I to try to hit on them a little bit.
No, absolutely, Swami. We appreciate all the kind words, and that's one of the reasons why like, I keep holding these spaces, and we keep bringing all these amazing people back to come and join with us, is like, to collect and connect and to share, and you're right. We need all the positivity. We need the fudders too, and like you were saying, like, even the fudders, they must enjoy the product, because like, why are you investing all this time and energy into talking negatively about a project that you don't care about? You must, on some subconscious level, care about the success of the project. Otherwise, you'll have nothing to fun about.
Facts, exactly. So, sometimes it just comes out in forms of that might come off like, aggravation or frustration, or it might come off as negative. And that person, might, have every right to feel however they do. You know what I mean? I mean, especially if they care that much about, the future of this, and I think it's funny because I feel like people hang a lot on VeVe. We all seen Ready Player One, and of course, Dan loves that too, and would love to give that to us. But that technologically, that's going to take a lot.
Yeah,
to get
it's
there.
like,
and
it's like expectation versus reality.
Well, I mean, the reality is, we could get there, but it's definitely, the more that we want that grand reality, the longer that I feel like it's going to take, and the more, it's going to take time, and. And even if it does, I mean, while we're sitting here and they're, they're like building it, and Dan and Dave, and they're just pouring their heart into it, and the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And while they're doing that, we're over here dreaming up something, grander and much grander every second that goes by. And some people really hope that VeVe can fulfill that, fulfill that future of all these hopes and expectations and stuff. But, I think, VeVe wants to do all that. I think the team wants to do all that. But, I just think it's funny because everybody has grand expectations. I mean, I do too, I do too, but anyway.
Well, I mean, like, the way I sort of see it is like, so long as they're going in the right direction and doing all the right things, it just all comes down to basically like your time horizon. I mean, like I've said in previous streams, like even baby steps still get you somewhere, and so long as they're still trying new things, still progressing forward. Everyone's still, I mean, like you can see, like the drops are still selling out. People are still using the product. We're still talking about it. It just basically just comes down to time horizon. But Hinano had his hand up first, and then we'll go to Chris.
I think Chris had his hand up first.
Well, I'll be quick. I got to run because the Canucks are playing, and my wife and daughter want me out there watching. So I have to do some TV time and less VeVe time.
Go do that whole like family thing.
But yeah, those are some great comments, and again, really enjoyable. Thanks for everybody listening in and joining. But I've got to run, or I'm going to get in some trouble here. So I can only hide so long.
Go do the family thing. Like, enjoy time with your family, enjoy the game. Yeah. And again, thank you very much for coming and tuning in the space with us. It's always a pleasure to have you here, mate.
Yeah, and thanks for the shout out too, and appreciate everybody that read the blog. Go Collect was quite happy, and yeah, to your point earlier, I know VeVe very, very nice of them to retweet that. So thank you if anyone's listening from the VeVe team. It's immensely appreciated. So, but thank you everyone. I got to run, and I'll talk to you on the next one.
Yeah, no, Chris. Take care, mate.
Hello, Chris. Coming
Thanks,
up.
guys.
Have a great night, Chris.
You too. Bye, guys.
Excellent. And so Hinano, you had your hand up.
Yeah. I wanted to kind of like riff off of what Swampy was saying. For me, I am still a big believer in VeVe. I've still got heavy conviction in the project. I've changed my strategy a little bit, but what I always saw, which was the biggest value in VeVe, was the people in it, the community. And so what I mean by that is I always look at VeVe, and maybe people don't look at it the way that I do, You know, everyone's like, when's the VeVe verse? And I know the VeVe verse. There's already a construct that was built. We're all waiting to get into it whenever we get our chances. But I've always felt the VeVe verse is us, and all that VeVe's trying to do is provide us a place to actually fulfill the VeVe verse. But in the end, this is the VeVe verse. We're doing it right now. Look at us right now. We're in a digital room, which could be the VeVe verse, talking with everybody and just kind of like, you know, having a conversation. So for me, VeVe just has to hit the point of that social media aspect to keep this going, and then attract more people into the bubble of this social, you know, like Swampy was saying, you know, it's like a social bubble, you know, and the bubble can expand through social media. Like, I really feel like that is the biggest value here, is the social aspect of it all. There's so much different people that got gatewayed into this type of Web3 community through VeVe, which has now branched off and done so many things. But at the same at the end of the day, we're still VeVe fam, right? We're still part of this big community, and there's still that social aspect. And as long as they can keep providing that social aspect, along with some utility, guys, and value as well, then I think everything's going to be fine. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
What do I think about that?
Couldn't agree more. Fro is peaked up in his penthouse in the VeVe-verse right now. He's got his like little villain laugh going.
Yeah. I was saying, and I was going to give this one to Hinano as well. Well said. And you're totally right. Like, you know, it's the community that sort of keeps everything going. I mean, like I saw it firsthand at DCon in London. I went there, like, you know, just thinking, oh yeah, like this is just going to be like a small event. There's only going to be a couple of people here. No worries. I get in there, and this, like, you know, 90% of the crowd is all like VeVe users. It's like a massive tidal wave of people. And if that doesn't say something, then, like, you know, what does? Especially as well, like, you know, the fact that the Dan and Dave were down there in the crowd. Like, you know, they were talking to people, they were taking photos quite willingly, like actually getting people's feedbacks and opinion. I mean, like, what other, like, you know, CEO of a company does that? Like, gets like down on the ground level and actually, like, you know, gets in with the crowd. I definitely can't think of many off the top of my head. But yeah, no, it's great to see. Great to see. I mean, I definitely have a very positive hopes for VeVe moving forward. But yeah. Oh, was it?
Well, that got quiet. Where did Swampy go? He just left.
I was actually about to say, like, you know, it got like really quiet there. It was like, did I get rugged? So
I'm telling you, I'm background noise. I'm chasing people away. I'm gonna shut up.
No, very cool. So before I forget about it, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been chilling in the space with us for this long. It is coming up to 5:30 in the morning here in the UK, so we'll have to start wrapping up shop somewhere in the next half an hour or so. But I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's taken the time to come and chill with us in the space. It's much appreciated. I see a lot of familiar faces and a few new ones as well. I see Fro, I see Evolve still with us. VeVe NFT Comics say thanks for dropping in, Tony. I much appreciate your time. I see Nino Blue. I see Davo. I've got a massive shout out to you. This guy, what a talent in the space. So not only did he design some NFTs for the Real Uncommon podcast, but he's also done some amazing stuff for the WebV space as well, which I'll be dropping very, very shortly in celebration of our 1 year episode of our 1 year anniversary of holding these spaces. So stay tuned for that, because I'm still working out a couple of details, but I have 100 NFTs that I need to do something with. So NFTs, or I should say digital collectibles. So stay tuned, guys. But yeah, Dave, a big massive thank you to putting that all together, mate. And yeah, like I said, the work, I was like speechless. So I was like, oh my god. But yeah, stay tuned, guys, because yeah, it's big. It's big. I also see Neptune, Richard, Fried Labbits is back as well. Fried Labbits, thanks for dropping in, mate. You're always a supporter of the space. I see Clever Jerk as well. Clever Jerk, your collection is insane. Those mint numbers and those sequential mint numbers as well. 1, 2, 3, 4s, 5, 6, 7s. Oh my god. Yeah, all I can say is wow. Pulpy, I see Pulpy as well. So thanks for dropping in, mate. I know you try and jump in where and when you can. Always a pleasure to have you in the space, mate. So I see Annan as well. Oh, good to see you as well, mate. And there's also that fellow with the with the name I can never say because it's in a different language. Appreciate you guys, all of you. Anyone I haven't mentioned, appreciate you guys as well. Like I said, it's you guys that make these spaces what they are, and I will keep holding them for as long as I can, as long as everyone keeps coming back. But Shadow, you got your hand up, mate.
Hey, can you guys
Yeah,
hear
mate,
me?
got ya.
I'm sure you guys already spoke about it, but did you guys watch the trailer for the Joker 2?
For Joker 2? No, I have not.
Yes, it dropped yesterday.
Ooh.
It looked really good. You guys should watch it if you guys haven't.
Ooh, Hinano.
The trailer for the new Joker movie, I did. It looks interesting. It looks different.
It looks cool. You guys got to watch the trailer.
Yeah.
I think D and Hinano didn't watch the
No,
trailer.
I was about to say they'll make a good one for What the Flick when you eventually get around to it.
Oh man, it's like we had another show at once. Yeah, we never did anything with that, did we, D? I heard my name. Sorry, guys. I got a text and I stepped away.
Squirrel.
But, I heard about the Joker. We haven't even seen the first movie yet, guys. Look how lame that is.
We're so lame. Yes, we're lame people.
The first one.
It's like
It's
sick.
The first one's so amazing. You got to watch that tonight.
Yeah, it is definitely a different take on the Joker. But yeah, the trailer itself, yeah, it looks different. It looks like they're going for more of a musical type vibe to it, to be honest. But in saying that, like, you know, Lady Gaga's in it, so there's got to be some kind of singing in there.
Wait, it's more of a musical type? Like,
Ooh, I better not say too much more. I might be spoiling it. But yeah,
like,
check it
is
out.
half of the trailer musical stuff or no?
A lot of the trailer is music related. I won't lie.
What? Okay.
But
It's okay.
yeah, for those of you who aren't familiar, they're calling it Joker. My French is horrible. Folle el Deuce. So I'm guessing Joker number 2. But no, it looks very cool. But I tell you what, I am excited for, which just got released today, and we get all 8 episodes. Is the Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime?
Let's go! I didn't know that. I'm stoked.
I know, but I am just like, hell yes. Oh, that was my air horn. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited for that one because I'm a big fan of the gaming franchise because I grew up playing the first and second game, and I'm just interested to see how much of the lore they're going to implement to it. But I tell you what, they must be doing all right because I know they've already getting started on the second season, and they've actually got some kind of grant from the California government, I think, to do it too. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. And actually, just on the subject of TV shows, actually, before I get into it, sorry, Josh has got his hand up. Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, I'll make it quick. I'm just gonna call it for the night. So I just want to say thank you for the space. Oz, D, Hinano, Shadow, appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Night, brother.
Thank you, Josh, for coming on.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for dropping in. Catch you on Sunday for our Sunday show, which Josh helps me co-host. So stay tuned for that and tune in if you can.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys. Night.
Cool. Cheers, mate. But yes, I was going to get to just on the subject of TV shows, the latest episode of X-Men 97. Who has seen it? And if you haven't seen it, the last 10 minutes, oh my God, does stuff happen?
Don't say anything.
I won't. I'm going to keep it very, very brief, very, very short. But yeah, my high recommendation, if you haven't seen it yet, watch it because it's a lot to take in. Actually, tell you what, it's very reminiscent of the comic book I just read on Relax and Reeve, X-Men Hellfire Gala.
Stop it.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is watch it. If you haven't seen it now, watch it right now.
I'm going to mute you, Osman.
Hey, I ain't giving no details away. I'm just giving you the feel of it.
You're gonna mute the host in his own show? That's pretty bad.
That's she's got rugby. I'm getting in trouble. But yeah, no. So there's that one. What else will drop? Oh yeah, the latest episode of Star Wars Bad Batch dropped as well. So if you're watching that one, definitely catch up on that. I'm enjoying the last season of Bad Batch. It's very cool. What else am I to do? My talking list, like I said. Oh, the Addiction comic. How did everyone go on the Addiction comic drop? I know a lot of people picked up all the copies in the aftermarket, but did anyone actually go for the actual drop?
I did. I went for 3. I got 2 rares and 1 uncommon. No, I'm sorry. I went for 4. I got a common, an uncommon, and 2 rares. And then I ended up selling a rare and buying the ultra rare and SR to get all of them because I'm going to craft.
Nice. Actually, that's a good point. Do we have any details on the crafting yet, or is it still like stay tuned?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, let me just see it.
What about Shadow? Did you go for it, or you haven't gone for things in quite a while?
I feel like I haven't been going for anything lately. I think I have to log back into the app because I think it kicked me out too because of how long it's been. But I've been seeing them on VeVe Twitter. I just haven't been going for them because I'm just kind of taking it slow right now with the collecting, unless I see something that really, really interests me. But I didn't go for that one.
You know, man,
cool.
I can relate with that. I just said I bought a bunch of comics, but in reality, guys, I haven't really been doing a lot of buying. I've been selling a lot and just kind of like holding gems just for now. You know, there's things I want, but also just to be kind of cautious. So, but last night I also bought some comic covers because there's some specific Peach Momoko's specifically for Alt X-Men 1 and 2, which I think are phenomenal books. And I wanted to pair the digital with my physicals. So I did a lot of that last night. But other than that, I haven't really been going and buying a bunch of covers. I haven't really been buying up or stacking stuff. I've actually sold off a bunch of my stormtroopers, mainly to have liquidity, so I don't have to put money into the app and stuff like that. Though, and I'm just watching, even the Wolverine drop. I'm not going to use any MCP. I love Wolverine, but I don't have to have him right now if the value doesn't make sense to me. So if I get it, cool. If I don't, I hope someone else gets an awesome one with great mints, and I'll just wait. But when that comic book drops,
oh, it's game on.
I use all my MCP for that because that is the true FA to me.
That makes sense. But we got Fro off the stage. Fro, how are you, mate?
What's up, bro?
Hey, hello everyone. Long-time listener here. Thank you so much for having me up. I just wanted to come up and say hi. So,
hi.
I'm hanging out with my brother.
You sound like you're at an AA meeting, man.
No, it's just.
Are you guys drinking? Are you drinking VeVe?
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not drinking and VeVe again. Are you getting into the good stuff?
Yeah, no. We're Anon made us. We're drinking old fashions.
Nice.
I'm probably 3 deep, and we're smoking cigars.
Oh, so fancy.
Oh, wow. So sophisticated.
Yeah.
I know.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Anon was directing and producing this video that he's got me starring in, and
oh, cool.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. It'll drop here probably on Friday, and you guys will see Anon's production at work and having me do all this silly stuff. So it's going to be and the wig is back. Oz,
excellent.
The wig, Shadow, the wig.
I hear Anon is James Cameron. I hear Anon is James Cameron, so I'm sure this is going to be epic.
There you go. The wig is back. Let's go.
Yeah, you see Anon's directing debut. It's gonna be one for the books here.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you. It's everything. All the credit goes to Anon. I'm just a puppet in this whole production. So he throws a wig on me and he tells me to do stuff, and I do it. So
I got a question. Are you wearing the Real Uncommon podcast hat in this?
Anything else would be uncivilized.
Okay, let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah, you know I had to, and I don't. So yeah, it's it's good times, So, but
Yeah. So Fred, what have you been picking up lately? Have you been picking up any comic books in the market lately? Been collectibles? What's been happening?
oh, sweet Jesus, I've been picking up everything. I can't stop buying, and that's just honest truth. I go through, and because right now it kind of seems like everybody's dropping a lot of, really, really good collectibles. It's in anticipation for Wolverine.
Yep.
So I've been going in and I just been picking up, at floor prices, these, really, really good collectibles. And I've been putting out a few different videos and, just AR photos, vault photos of hidden gems is what I was calling them, that people overlook, so, and I'm kind of just bringing them back to the limelight. Don't forget about these because, they're premium digital collectibles. And some people seem to forget that, and they're just looking for the next shiny thing where, you've already had one in your vault, but you're flooring it. So
that's it. Trying to go off the next shiny thing.
Yeah. So and to answer your question, I've been buying a lot of collectibles, but comics, probably picked up another 20, 30 in the last few days. And with 3 old fashions, maybe working on 4, I may do some sweeping tonight and wake up tomorrow morning and ask myself, what did I just do? So
you gotta wake up like the credit card's on fire, like you've blacked out, like all of a sudden you look in your wallet and you've got like millions of new comics and all sorts of bits and pieces. I love it.
He's got $29.99 problems.
I do, and Electra's one of them.
That's it. Electra made me do it.
Yeah, well, blame her.
I love it. That's so cool.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to your drop on Friday. This Friday, right?
Yeah, it'll be out Friday. We're just wrapping up tonight. I'm over at Anon's house, and we had to do one shoot. I sent, I don't know if I just sent Anon a video of us saying hi, but
he might have. He may have, guys.
But
you gotta share.
You guys are in the same house, right?
Yeah, but she's like far away. She's got to ride a bike to me.
That's pretty big size house. That's good. So yeah, it's gonna be dropping Friday. It's gonna be. You probably won't stop laughing. I don't know if it's gonna go good or bad, but it was fun, playing the part, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the community likes it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like, you guys are doing something together as brothers and just having fun, right? That's the main thing.
Yeah, that is
it's
pretty
well
cool.
Needed. It's well needed. We need some laughter right now. I need some laughter, so let's go. I can't wait to see the finished result.
Yeah. Thank you, Ananu. Yeah, it's always good to bring the community up, because sometimes we get in this kind of funk where we just kind of all fall into this one, kind of gray area. And luckily for us, Wolverine, the news hit and everybody's back, just back in the saddle, seems like. So I can't wait for Wolverine.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about the collectible throw?
I like it. I'm very unsure about how the animation was going to go, but after I've seen all the videos of the mask coming on and off, and of course the claws coming out, it's a must-have. You gotta have it, So hopefully everyone here in the room, in the spaces with us, will be selected. Putting out positive vibes for everybody in the room here. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah, because it seems like everyone's going to at least try for the drop. I know I'm going to at least try and get on the wait list, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, like I'm kind of like with Hinano. I'm not in a massive rush to pick it up because I mean, like later on. I mean, like we said before, this is very reminiscent of like the Hulk drop. So you might very well be able to pick this up for a better price down the line when the next shiny thing happens. But obviously, do with it as you will.
Well, I think Fro said it very perfectly that, people are flooring items that have been in the market for quite some time, and they're considered either grails or blue chips or whatever. The same thing could very well happen to Wolverine. And so we can be patient about it. I don't own a Professor X or a Magneto, but I will. And I'm just, I'm taking the slow approach this time instead of rushing into things, just because I'm a person that values value and I want to pay for something and make sure at least I don't lose any value after I pay for it. I mean, you can, in the end, it shouldn't matter, but in this day and age where everything is kind of uptrending right now, it matters to me that every dollar spent wherever you're spending it should be worth something after you spent it, at least something, or at least it doesn't drop 20-fold or something like that, if that makes any sense. But who knows? Who knows? I don't want to FUD. I'm just saying, that's my take, and that's what I'm going to do. I love the collectible. I want everyone to know that right now. I think the collectible is rad. I had no problems with the face. I actually like the face. I mean, they put a mask on it. You put a mask on something, everyone got more happy. But the mask on is cool. The claws coming out is awesome. I think they did a great job with the collectible. And sooner or later, I'm going to have one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm definitely going to pick one up as well. I normally don't go too heavily into the collectible side of things, but yeah, definitely the Wolverine is a must-have in that collection. And I'm very curious to see what the next 4 versions of Wolverine we're going to get, because we've had all sorts of speculations. It seems like a given that we're probably going to get the brown suit. We're more than likely going to get maybe the X suit, the X-Force suit, the black one. I personally want to see either the Savage Wolverine, the one like where he's like just come out of like the Weapon X program. He's got like the tubes hanging out of him and the helmet. That would be a really cool one to see. But another one I reckon would be a nice little spin would be the zombie Wolverine.
I was thinking Old Man Logan.
Old Man Logan would be another good one too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Do you reckon there might be a possibility they might get Hugh Jackman's likeness? Maybe do like a Hugh Jackman drop? Seems unlikely, but possible.
That would be really cool. But another one that could drop that is not even Wolverine at all is his daughter X-23.
That's very true.
That would be so cool. I would love to own her as well. Yeah, you never know, but it is exciting to see what they'll drop next.
Yeah, I just wanted to butt in real quick because we got Swampy that came back up.
Yeah, Swampy, thanks for jumping in, mate.
Yeah, I got rugged. Hey, I just want to add, here we are again, dreaming and wishing for me to do it. But a smoking cigar, Wolverine, and a Wolverine on a motorcycle, going 200 miles per hour, like, and looking, kind of thing or something. That would be great. Then I can make a whole scene, like I can make a whole film, Wolverine film,
That'd be cool, actually.
It's fun to speculate, though, Swampy. I mean, it gets the juices flowing.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys because I'm just imagining over here. Some people, I don't know, might take that for more than what it is, but I don't know anything. So, but I like the dream. I like the dream.
No, so speculation's fun. It gives us loads of things to talk about. Gives us things to look forward to, and it's just a nice bit of fun to have in the space. That's what it's all about: having fun and enjoying collecting, connecting with other like-minded individuals like we do here in the space. That's what it's all about. But just to give you guys a bit of fair warning, I do have to start wrapping up the space in the next 20 minutes or so, just because that's when my kids start getting up and starting the daddy day thing. But like I said before, if anyone's listening out there in the background and wants to come up and say hi, you're more than welcome to do so. I mean, that's what these spaces are all about. Or even if you're just looking for a bit of confidence to speak in a space for the first time, you just want to give it a go, give it a try and see what it's all about. By all means, please do so. we welcome it. And yeah, as D says all the time, as long as you're not a dick and unkind or anything like that, you're more than welcome to come up. But this has been great. It's been a great conversation. We've covered all sorts of different topics from Wolverine to the future of VeVe, what's it, the coming comic book drops, all sorts of fun stuff. And there we go. I said the word comic book, and he came running. We've got KCollectionsss up to the stage. So Kenobi, how are you, mate?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey.
What's up, Kilby?
Hey, what's up, Oz? Hey, what's up, D? What's up, Pro? Shadow, Hinano, Swampy O. Hey, I had to add the O to Swampy O because look, it went. It went D, Pro, Shadow, Hinano, Swampy O. What's good?
Yeah,
Hey,
hey, check it out. I can, if I can find it in all my stuff, I do have you covered on the there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Bro, hey,
got it.
That one gets quite loud. I gotta be careful with that one.
Hey, I just want to say congratulations on number 52 last week, man. Truly apologize, I missed it. But yeah, man, congratulations, dude. And that's dope, man. What you're doing for everybody, you know what I'm saying, that comes to your space, man. That shit was dope, dude. So congratulations. And you're still going, number 53.
That's it, mate. We're still going. No, thank you. Much appreciated.
Number 2 is that Wolverine with the mask on. That motherfucker look dope. That motherfucker look. Hey, I gotta get. You know, I give credit where credit's due, bro. That thing might. Hey, that's the one. I don't care. Hey, that's Wolverine. We all know him like that. All the extra stuff, that's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see it, man. Whatever they doing with their graphics, they do. Yeah, they did it right. But what I wanted to say was starting tomorrow, Whatnot is having like their own Comic-Con. It's a Whatnot Con for the next 4 days. So I couldn't. They asked me to participate, and I couldn't. And then go to find out that everybody that is participating, like Whatnot, hooked every seller up with hella exclusives. Matter of fact, Squad, his homie's doing a Whatnot show for the con, and he got some exclusive X-Men 97 foil variants and
nice.
Yeah, by like Rob Liefeld. He did a cover, but yeah, so this starts tomorrow. And yeah, you can win prizes too out there. So anybody that wants to go, yeah, go and just try to win a prize or whatever. I mean, there's gonna be hella. There's a show going on right now for 100 hours, but yeah, it's like a Comic-Con on the internet. Let's go. What's up, D?
Yeah, I had a question because I was just looking at your page, but I didn't see any info. Do you have something I can pin up or?
Oh no, I don't have it on me. I just came up here on the fly, but I'm gonna share my favorite shows tomorrow, and you know, or see what's up. But yeah, it's just gonna be all. I mean, some are starting right now. Like I said, some dude's holding a 100-hour show right now. It's crazy. But you'll see a lot of the same exclusives because you know Whatnot hooked them up, so that's gonna be dope. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come say what's up to y'all. I'm with Darian right now. We're watching Fallout. I don't know if y'all seen.
Oh my god,
bro! I want to watch this so bad.
We just speaking about it, saying like, you know, it just dropped today, and like, you know, they have like all 8 episodes of just dropped, and I'm a big fan of the franchise because I grew up with it.
I'm not even a gamer. Darian's like, she played Ultimate Fallout 4, so she was big on it. But I'm like, I don't even know what the hell Fallout is, bro. Like,
oh, it's great.
So, but watching this, it don't make me want to play the game or anything like that because I don't play video games like that. But this shit is dope, bro. Like, I'm stuck, bro. I don't even want it to end. This is like some. Oh God, this is jam packed, bro. And
wow, that's good. That's what I want to hear. I mean, like, because I was just saying before, I'm pretty sure they've already renewed it for a 2nd season, and they're actually getting some kind of government grant from the Californian government to film it. Something like.
It's
But,
dope. You're gonna love it, man.
Oh mate, yeah. I mean, like when I saw the trailer, I know with the Brotherhood of Steel and like the ghouls, and it just looks like a lot of fun, and also like
Oh my God, the
and
ghouls! I love that dude.
those are great, mate. Especially seeing some of the items as well that you find in the game, like the stim packs. I even saw the Pit Boy bobblehead. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Nah, it's kind of weird, but I'm like, man, this could be happening like real world, like right now type stuff where all the rich people are building bunkers and the Vault people. Hey, they called it the Vault, bro. I'm like, hey,
yeah, the Vault Dwellers.
Yeah, they called the Vault Dwellers. Hey, and then when a vault got messed up, right? Somebody said, you ruined my vault. And I thought about VeVe. I was like, hey, somebody can get mad. Somebody can get mad because their vault got ruined. But now they said that, bro. I'm telling you, y'all, hey, when you watch that part, you can be like, man, you gonna think about VeVe, bro.
Oh yeah, we should do like some kind of like watch party. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Like, we'll get together, like watch like an episode of Fallout or something. Dude,
Hey,
ooh.
And I don't even know it's because if I'm high right now, but every episode seemed like it's 2 hours, bro. It seemed hella long. So
Oh really?
Yeah, bro. They're long episodes, bro. I'm not even playing with you, bro. I'm like, that was only the first episode. It felt like a movie, bro. I'm not playing. I'm like, what?
See,
so that's good.
I mean that is good because like usually if it's got a bit of time to it, it's got like a bit of substance. Like I mean I do enjoy like having like the episodes that last like 20 minutes or half an hour, like just something easy to digest. But yeah, when you really want to get into something, you want it to be at least like a minimum of like I don't know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is I think it's I mean it feels like 2 hours, bro. But anyway, so you Fallout fans, man, kudos to you guys. You guys are gonna enjoy the hell out of this series. I'm only on the third episode. It feels like the 10th. It seems hella long, but bro, no, I just wanted to come up and share that Whatnot Con news. Again, shout out to Wolverine with the mask on. That one look dope. And yeah, man, happy 52 and going on 53. I wanted to say what's up to my brother and sister Hinano and D. Bro, what's Gouda? Shadow always. Swampy. Yes, sir. So, man, to everybody out there, man, hey, let's have fun. Keep on collecting. Let's go.
That's it.
Appreciate you, Kano.
Said hello.
Yeah.
Tell Darian hi.
Say, can you say hi to everybody?
Hey, Darian.
Hey, Darian.
Okay. Did you guys? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I gotta take out my earpiece. Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Oh, hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Hi.
Man, say what's up with your chest, bro. Come on now. Say with your chest.
What up, homie?
Let's go.
What up?
That's it. Announce yourself, fool.
I'm here.
We're glad to have you here. Thanks.
Good to have you.
That's great.
She be trying to act all shy, bro. She hella gangster. Hi. Gangster. Stay with your chest, bro.
That's it, gangster. We can do gangster. So if you ever want to come into the space and chill with us, you're more than welcome to. We can do gangster. We can do geek. we can do anything in this channel. we try and accommodate everybody.
All right, y'all. We out. Say we out.
We out.
All right. Peace.
Let's go.
It. Look at this. Wait. I do actually have one for that. Like, it's like we out. Peace.
We out, homie.
That's it. Drop the mic, and then we go with this one. And that's it. Darian's out.
Gotta love that production value, Oz.
That's it. I'm working on it. I get it in when and where I can.
Nah, man, you're doing a good job.
Of course, it's nothing compared to your production value. I mean, some of those clips and slides and stuff you make for your channel. Oh, wow. I'm just like, I'm not worthy.
Staples. That's it.
No, but well, I tip my hat to you, and I fall to my knees and throw my hands up and down and say, I'm not worthy. No, very cool. All right, guys. Oh,
yeah, thanks for having me as well. And as usual, appreciate y'all for hosting these spaces and coming up with awesome, great conversations.
Oh, my My pleasure and everyone else's pleasure, Swampy. So thank you for taking the time to come and jump with us. You're always welcome in the space. And yeah, it's been great conversations and great having you.
Yeah, Oz, I'm gonna
Thanks.
jump too. So I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody. Thank you everyone for listening to me ramble, and also for accepting all of us for who we are. I really appreciate everyone down below. Thank you everyone. And Oz, really love these spaces. Very comfortable, very chill, and look forward to the next one. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, Hinano. I'll see you later.
I'll see you later, wife.
Okay. And just wanted to quickly say he had to drop down. Thanks, Shadow, for coming up and hanging out.
Yeah, thanks, Shadow. So good to hear from you, mate, and good to know you're doing well, and it's great to see you back active in the space when and where you can. No, very cool. All right, guys. Well, in that case, then it's coming up in the last 10 minutes before I sort of start wrapping things up. If there's anyone else who wants to come up and say a few words or say hi, you're more welcome to do so. Otherwise, I will start closing things down. But before I do that, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's taken the time to listen in. Big thank you to everyone who's spoken with us on this episode. It's been great. Had lots of conversations about Wolverine, obviously. Say the comic book drops. We've covered the addiction comic, film and TV news, community shout outs, and all that other fun stuff. And yeah, it's just been another nice, chilled, relaxing space, which is what it's all about. Very cool. D, Fro, is there anything you want to say before we start closing things out? Anything you want to cover we haven't covered?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything and then some, man. It's always very chill, very warming, welcoming space. Thank you, Oz, for hosting, and D for co-hosting. Everyone that came up to speak, Swampy, Shadow, Hinano, and Kenobi, Key Collector 98. Yeah, man, it's always a good hangout spot. I look forward to Wednesdays, to be honest. Like low key, I'm at work twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, it's what be Wednesdays tonight. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I want to say, man. And thank you everybody to join in down below for hanging out with us and just having a good time. That's what we're all about, man. V for value. Everyone brings something to the table.
Exactly. That's what a lot of people don't realize, is that the VeVe Collective, which is the full name of the VeVe space, is like a lot of people think the V stands for VeVe, and it doesn't. So funny enough, it actually stands for value, which is what we try and bring to the space and try and bring a bit of value into everybody's lives, whether that be just somewhere to come and chill and just speak to about your love of collecting that you might not be able to get to in the real life. Or just someone you want to connect with others, and just someone just to get away from it all for a good hour or two. That's what this space is all about. And if anyone out there is ever interested in getting involved with the VeVe Collective, we do have a group chat. We've got a Discord as well. Send me a DM and we'll get you involved with that. Or so there is that. All right. Well, in that case, then, if no one else has got anything they want to add, I guess I'll start closing out.
Thanks.
Unless D, I was about to say D, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just real quick, thanks Oz and the people that came up and the audience for listening. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow to Ms. Geck's space with Dildo at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Absolutely, yeah. Stay tuned for that and do not miss it. Also, Miss Gecko, another amazing voice in the space, and I'm going to give her a big shout out in just a sec because she's on my list of shout out stuff. But yeah, I think that's everything we've covered. So I did try and throw a list of talking points together the last 10 seconds, but I think we covered most of it. All right, guys. Well, in that case, I'll start closing things out. So let me just get my presenter's voice on here. So I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's taken the time out of their busy day to listen in the background there. I see the likes of Evolve still with us, VeVe NFT Comics, mate. Tony, thanks for listening in, mate. Appreciate you. See Nino Blue, Davo, another big massive shout out to you, mate, for all the artwork you've done. Stay tuned as well for the NFT announcement for the VeVe Collective's 1 year anniversary. I'm just getting the details together for that, but that will be coming very soon, so stay tuned. Big shout out to Richard in the background is there. KCollectionsss 98 Kenobi, thanks for coming up, mate, and speaking. And obviously Fried Labbers, Anna's still with us. Poppy's been listening in the background as well. Much appreciated, mate. Also the fella there with the either I'm assuming that's Chinese or Japanese name there. I do appreciate you guys. I'm sorry if I got that wrong too, but I appreciate you listening to Space, mate. Much appreciate you've come back a couple of times. First Steps as well. Thanks for jumping in. And big thank you to our speakers. So a big thank you to Fro, big thank you to Swampy, Chris, Severs, DeeOneAndOnly, Key Collector, Shadow, and just everybody in the space that makes these spaces possible for them. And like I say, if like I've always been saying, if everyone wants to keep listening, I'll keep holding them. And a big shout out to the VeVe Collective, which, like I said before, is what these spaces are brought to you by. We go by VeVe for short. And I just want to give some of our members individual projects a bit of a shout out as well. So I'll start from the top and work my way down. And I'm going to start with The Real Uncommon Podcast with Hinano and D. Big shout out to Mike Collectibles, KCollectionsss, Evolved, EO. Big shout out to you, mate. Big shout out to Collectors Gone Digital, which we also had speaking in the space. So big shout out to you as well, mate. And also helps me co-host the shows on the weekend. Big shout out to Double Quill and Chris Severs with their blogs on Medium and Go Collect. Big shout out to VeVe Arcade as well, who holds his show on Sunday. And also does the Light Parade collection for all his Kid Arcade holders. And also just does his random giveaways from time to time as well. Big shout out to Dr. Strange as well with his All Things Strange Stack and Slack videos, which he recently just did for the Addiction comic. So stay tuned because there will be definitely more of them on the way. Big shout out to Biggest Bro as well, who helps co-host Arcade show and also goes by AKA the Rugger. Another awesome guy and a great voice in the space. Big shout out to Shawnee Poo as well, who's getting more active in the back on YouTube and doing shorts and all other sort of fun stuff. Big shout out to Informant BE, who's covering the drops. He recently just did the Addiction drop as well, and also does the Muzzle Runs show as well. I did actually have a chance to actually jump into this one because I like I said, I had the day off yesterday and actually had a bit of free time. So a big shout out to you, mate, and keep doing what you're doing. Big shout out to Mr. Falcon as well, who does a lot of vault building and does also a lot of cool what's the word? Vault building reactions. That's the word I'm looking for. He also does a lot of cool reaction videos with his son as well. He puts on from time to time. Big shout out to Olga MKC with her MetaKitties project. Big shout out to Ms. Gecko as well, who also does a reset with Dave and also loads of other X spaces in the space as well, and also does Gex's weekly calendar, which keeps you up to date with what's going on in the space. Big shout out to Casual for doing all the AI art that he does, and he's also holding his own spaces from time to time as well. He does the karaoke space, and just all around awesome positive influence in the space. And of course, last one, your host, Mr. Osmond Collect 63. I do Relax and Read every Friday, where I do live comic book readings of the comics that we have on VeVe. And this Friday, I will be doing Power Pack number 1, which was requested by Double Quill. And then I've got a couple other ones in the pipeline after that. So but stay tuned. But like I said, we got loads of comics on the app now. So I got enough to keep me going for basically the rest of my life. So that's really cool to see. But just before I say my goodbyes, we recently just had KC come up to the stage. So sorry, KC, I'm just closing things out because I got to get going. But good to see you. I just gave you a shout out as well.
I'm so sorry. I'm always late to the party.
It's
now
okay.
I missed the whole entire party. But I had to come up here. Hey, D. Miss you, girl.
That's all right.
Oz, I don't know if you're probably sleeping or at work. I don't know what your life is over on the other side of the world.
Crazy is the short word.
I know you know Emoji, right? From back of the class.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so him and E Boogie are gonna start doing a space every Thursday. So tomorrow, I don't know if you guys already talked about this, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway. Where they're going to start doing comic critiques. So they're going to pick a comic and let us all know and then give us a week to read it. And every Thursday we're going to go ahead and talk about it and kind of say what we like about it, what we don't like about it. And it's going to obviously be spoilers. So if you didn't read it and you're going to, then maybe don't hop in the space. But Woohoo shouted you out and he was like, you know that Osmond does the readings like once a week or whatever, so you guys should collab. So I don't know if your guys' schedules will ever meet up, but I would love to see you on that space sometime. Just saying. That's all I had to say.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
thank you for this space as always. You're the best, and you as well. And what up, bro and Swampy?
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, thanks, Casey. Yeah, like I said, like I wish I could hold this space for a bit longer, but yeah, I do need to start wrapping things up. But yeah, thanks for that, Casey. I mean, I did notice that Emoji did give you a bit of a shout out in the in his video that he put on X. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely like to do a collaboration with others in the space. And I did actually pick up a comic that was recommended by Wooly, which was the Ghost Rider comic, I believe, is First Vengeance #1 or Vengeance #1, something like that. So that is in the pipeline as well. And I will also be doing a collaboration with someone in the space as well, doing a live comic book reading. But that's also coming. But that is another thing I do want to do on Relax and Read, is more collaborations with the community. So stay tuned for that. And I do also have a rebranding coming soon. So Relax and Read will be changing. It'll be changing the name, but the content will be the same. It might even be expanding into a few different bits. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for that one. But on that note, I just want to. That's it. Let's go. Oh, I did have my thing ready. I'll do this one last time. Now, better get going. Oh, I had to turn down. Okay. Nope. Come on. Nah, it doesn't want to play ball. Anyway, it was the air horn. So I just want to say again, big thank you, everybody. Big thank you, KC. Say sorry I couldn't stick around for a bit longer, but I do appreciate you jumping up and saying hi. If you can, come and join me in the weekend space, and we can chat more then. And we do also do. I have not forgotten. We have to do our karaoke collaboration at some point as well. So we've got to work out what sort of song we want to do.
I know, really, we really do. I know you have to go, but all I have to say is hit me up in the DMs. I don't know what time you wake up compared to my time, so we need to get our schedules aligned, and then we can go from there.
Absolutely. I'll get my people to talk to your people, and we'll work something out. All right. On that note, guys, I better go. So again, big thank you to everybody listening. Big thank you to all our speakers. So I have been big thank you as well to Dee for helping me co-host this episode. Much appreciated. And yeah, again, this has been WebV Wednesdays episode 53. I've been your host, Osmond Collect 63. If you missed this space and you're just jumping in now, fear not. It will be available on the WebV Collective's YouTube channel. So head over there, give it a like, a comment, a subscribe if you feel the need to. At the very least, give it a like so the algorithm knows that we're doing something good. And yeah, so I will catch you all next week. But you can also catch me on Friday for the live reading, or on the weekend for WebV Weekends. So on that note, guys, I'm going to say take care, have a good one, and we'll talk more soon.
Peace.
Peace.